Prostate gland showing you alveoli. These irregular structures, they are the alveoli, this one and this one. And these alveoli, they are lined by pseudostratified epithelium. You can see different level of nuclei here, or epithelium can be columnar as well. But in the center you can see these spherical structures or oval structures. These are known as corpora amylacea, and by looking at corpora amylacea you can identify the slide. Between these alveoli there is fibromuscular stroma. You can see rod-shaped nuclei here, and there are collagenous fibers in the stroma. Look at these alveoli lined by pseudostratified epithelium. Now slide may be focused at the point where you see these alveoli here, or it may be focused at this point where you can see these alveoli. The hair lining epithelium appears to be columnar. You can see oval nuclei here. So this is an alveolus, this is another alveolus, and having these corpora amylacea in the center. All around this is covered by a thin capsule here. That's it.
This is slide of seminal vesicle. These are mucosal folds, branching and anastomosing folds. This is lamina propria, the lining epithelium, pseudostratified columnar. These are mucosal folds, branching and anastomosing folds. This is muscularis. This part is muscularis, and this is adventitia. These are mucosal folds. This is epithelium, lamina propria. These are mucosal folds. This is muscularis. You can see rod-shaped nuclei in muscularis, and outermost layer is adventitia. This is slide of penis. This is skin of penis, stratified squamous keratinized epithelium. It is thin layer. These are two corpora cavernosa. This thick capsule is tunica albuginea. Incomplete median septum, pectiniform septum. This is deep artery. These spaces are venous sinuses, and these are trabeculae. This is corpus spongiosum. This is lining epithelium of urethra, passes through this corpus spongiosum. These are sinuses, small size sinuses with thin trabeculae and corpus spongiosum. This is slide of vagina. This is a stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. These are lymphocytic infiltration in lower part of epithelium. Cells appears vacuolated due to glycogen, which is washed out during staining procedure. This is mucosal fold. This is lamina propria. This muscularis, layers of smooth muscles, and outermost layer is adventitia. Primary follicle. This proliferation of granulosa cells, which are cuboidal cells, occur at one end of the ovum, and these layers of cuboidal cells or granulosa cells, collectively known as stratum granulosum. Ovum also increases its size. This stage is known as multilaminar primary follicle. Soon irregular spaces appear in between these granulosa cells, and with these spaces, this follicle is known as secondary follicle. In this follicle, you can see ovum also increases its size, and the connective tissue surrounding these follicles become organized into theca folliculi, which has two layers, inner cellular and outer fibrous. Soon these irregular spaces join to form a large crescent-shaped cavity known as antrum folliculi, which is filled with liquid known as liquor folliculi. This ovum also increases size, and the cells surrounding immediately surrounding this ovum become elongated and columnar. This layer is known as corona radiata. The cells with ovum project into the antrum known as cumulus ophorus. This stage is known as mature follicle. As soon as it reaches a size of 2 cm or more, it produces a bulge on the surface of the ovary and then ruptures, and this process is known as ovulation. After ovulation, this mass is converted into corpus luteum, which has two layers. In outer layer, small darkly stained cells are present known as theca lutein. These cells are known as theca lutein cells, and inner cells are large and pale staining with vesicular nuclei. These cells are known as granulosa lutein cells. After degeneration of corpus luteum, this mass is converted into a fibrous scar known as corpus albicans. This is slide of ductus deferens. This is lumen, stratified, pseudostratified columnar epithelium with stereocilia on the surface. These are thick layers of smooth muscles. Inner longitudinal, thick, middle circular, and outer longitudinal. And outermost layer is adventitia. This is in high power. Pseudostratified columnar epithelium with stereocilia on the surface. These are smooth muscles layer in muscularis, and outermost layer is adventitia. This is slide of epididymis. These are cut sections of duct of epididymis. This is lining epithelium, pseudostratified columnar with stereocilia on the surface. This is thin smooth muscle layer around the duct of epididymis. You can see rod-shaped nuclei here. This is intertubular connective tissue. This is slide of testes. These are different cut sections of seminiferous tubules. This is seminiferous epithelium. These are spermatogonia, and large size cells are primary spermatocytes, and above are secondary spermatocytes and spermatids. This is connective tissue around the seminiferous tubules, and these acidophilic cells are Leydig cells of testes. And with these spaces, these are Sertoli cells or sustentacular cells, supporting cells. These are spermatids attached on the luminal surface of these Sertoli cells. This is slide of ovary. It is cut section of mature graphene follicles. This is lateral folliculi, antrum folliculi, cumerus oophorus. This is ovum. This is lateral folliculi. The connective tissue around this follicle is theca folliculi. This is corona radiata. Columnar cells with oval shaped nuclei are visible here. These are different cut sections of ovarian growing follicles. This is slide of pinna. It consists of irregular plate of elastic cartilage covered by hairy skin. This is elastic cartilage. It's perichondrium. These are elastic fibers with chondrocytes, and this is hairy skin. You can see hair follicles, stratified squamous, keratinized epithelium.